Savings Month is just a month when we try and get South Africans to think more about saving. Saving should be a daily activity, it should be a habit. But at least during July, we get a bit of focus in that even the financial institutions want to talk about savings for their own reasons. But our clear agenda is know about saving and start saving. I think the clear message from today was let's get started. The hashtag is crazy ways to save, and we will be running a competition on social media on @SASSY on Twitter. Send your 30-second video. You could win some good prize money. And obviously, in watching those videos, we're trying to show people that there are people out there that are saving and move away from the narrative that it's hard and that it can't be done. Well, as a non-profit, we take volunteers, people who want to give of their time, and companies and institutions who want to work with us as part of their corporate social investment. They can get in touch with SASSY. It's sasavingsInstitute.coza. Get in touch with us. We'll work with your CSI. Remember, we don't have a marketing agenda. It's all about let's teach people how to really save and invest and create wealth.
So I think the one thing to understand about asset is the fact that it is probably one of the only ways that people are going to be able to start creating some sort of generational wealth, right? Not only just generational wealth, but wealth right now. Be able to channel your money into different aspects that are actually going to push out some sort of profit at the end of the day. So a lot of the big guys, Alec Hogg, Warren Buffett, speak about what is called asset allocation. But for us to get to asset allocation, we need people to start understanding what assets actually are. So this is the question I always ask a lot of people: do you have a will? And in most rooms, 40% of people will say they've got a will. So then I say, what are you going to leave the people when you die? Your people, right? People are like, I've got nothing to leave them, but you do. You've got a bank account, and your bank account is an actual asset. Money is an asset, but a lot of us don't seem to understand that. So when we go around and we buy funds and we buy the Allen Gray whatever, or the Old Mutual this and this, that is an asset that you're actually buying. Now what you need to ask yourself is, do I have proper asset allocation and a proper asset mix and proper asset diversification? And the assets that I'm buying, are they actually going to push out what is called a profit at the end of the day? And when I do sell them, will I actually get some money back, right? So I think we need to start off with just talking about what are the different assets. And I say, this is what an asset is. People automatically think property is the only asset. Livestock is an asset, all right? I know this is going to sound very, very controversial, but sometimes even the things that you buy are assets. Things that you don't want to lose can become an asset. A car is an asset, and I know a lot of people are going to fight with me, right? But what does a car actually do for you? Does it not allow you, in the process of you making money, to be able to do so as efficiently as possible and as safely as possible? So why is it not an asset? It depends on what type of car that you buy, right? So that's why I always say consumerism doesn't need to necessarily change. It's what we buy that needs to change. So the idea and the behavior that people have to be consumers, we just need to adjust that. It's the same thing as the Stockville method. Stockville method works. We can't run away from it. But what we need to do is to adjust it so that it keeps up with the times and the changing times. So our consumerism needs to change. We cannot buy things on credit. It makes zero sense. And that's why saving is so important. Save so that you can buy things cash. But what are you buying? Right? That is the most important. Remember, it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. But we're going to take it a step further and say it's not how much you keep, where you keep it is going to be very important.
Firstly, if you look at our strategy as ABSA, one of the key pillars in there is about playing a shaping role in society. This is what it's about. This initiative, SASSY, and I think when we saw SASSY at the time and as we engaged with them, our interest was we are the biggest deposit taker in the country. We in terms of market share, and it's important that we play a role that encourages more South Africans to save. Our interest, to my earlier point, is that even if it's one customer, one individual who save, it is a win for us. I think that was really the interest. They had a common need as well, and we met up, and I think our view on it was that this is actually a better approach, to partner with SASSY going forward. So the reality is, sponsoring an event like this is also about information gathering. It's also about getting the feedback, from our customers. And I think part of the ethos that we have is about being closer to the customer, and this is what we're doing. The feedback that we've taken it at heart. We are going to go back and look at them and see what is implementable and what is going to take time, and then make plans around those implementation. I think the only thing that we could do is really just apply our minds and apply our resources to ensuring that we respond to the challenges that we faced today, this morning. Coming from the point of the happiness piece that we spoke about, we know that when people are financially well, their complete well-being is guaranteed. We know that. We know that financial education needs to go beyond just the basics, because I think people know the basics. The main thing for us is that we need to shape our product offering according to the feedback that we've just gotten now, because it seems to resonate with the feedback we've been getting from customers in a general sense in any case. I think for me, that's basically the view, and it's just collaborating with the partners that we've identified here, including the NEF, as it indicated that it also runs these programs. For me, I think it's an interest to see how we can actually collaborate and create a more powerful financial education, financial literacy journey with these partners.
For more stories like these, go to www.social-tv.co.za, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on our social mediums.